Hello, students. Welcome to 7th standard and welcome to chemistry class for the first lecture. And today we are going to start with matter and its composition. Before we start the chapter, let us understand what is material and what is matter. Now, if I give you some examples like wood, chair, table, paper, diary, notebook, textbook, pencil, you can see all these substances occupy certain space, has certain mass, and when we touch them, we can feel them. That is, they can be perceived by us. Therefore, this substance can be called as matter. Whereas at the same time, if I start grouping this objects which I said, like chair, table, wood, all these are made up of wood. So their composition will be similar. Diary, textbook, notebook, all these things are made up of paper. So they can be categorized in a different group. So we can classify these objects into different categories depending upon the material from which it is made. So here we have to understand what is material. A substance from which an object is made is called material. Like if I say glass, plate, spoon, that will be made from a particular material, that is stainless steel. So here we can clearly understand, and if you want, you can write down the definition. A substance from which an object is made is called material. So we can group the material on the basis of their properties or similarities among themselves. Now, the process of grouping on the basis of some criteria is called as classification. We'll be doing this classification in physics also, biology also, in chemistry also. Now, let's understand why do we need to classify materials first. So, I believe we have a library period in the school wherein all of us get an opportunity to visit the library. Now, when you go to library, you observe that all the books are kept in a certain sequence or in a certain order. You can see in the library that the books are kept in different shelves and they are classified properly, and it's easier to find a book in the library. That's the use of classification actually, students. What happens in our school library? The books are kept standard wide in a shelf. Like one shelf is for first standard, two shelves are there for second standard, like different shelves for 10 standard, different shelf for 8 standard, different shelf for your 7th standard. In those shelf also, if you can see, different places are allocated for different subjects. Like a different place for chemistry, a different place for physics, a different place for maths textbook, and so on. So what happens is when you go to library, it becomes easier for you to find out the book. So classification of object is necessary because it makes convenient to locate the object. It makes easier to study the properties of object and observe any pattern in their properties. And if we know the property of one member of a group, it can give an idea about the properties of other members belonging to the same group. Now again, let's come back and understand this with the same example which we started with, that is library. Like we go to the library and search for a chemistry reference book. Now, once you enter library, Atul sir indicates where is the shelf for 7th standard. You go to that shelf, you start observing. There will be